Welcome back to Backroads Broadcasting here after a little bit of a technical difficulties. We are back on the live stream on our Facebook page, Backroads Broadcasting, and our YouTube channel. Big run by Jaden Wyans while we were away. Sets up a 3rd down and 7. We got less than 20 seconds to go remaining before we close out this first quarter. Another big 3rd down here for the Rock Creek offense here. 3 receivers. Whitworth's going to go to his left. Incomplete. Intended target was Logan Sturdy there. And throw was missed high by Whitworth.
What I was getting ready to say was, we're kind of at a stalemate right now. Both teams get some momentum going, and then the defense just turns up the pressure and is able to make big stops.
Yeah, we've seen some good defensive play here by both teams tonight in a defensive struggle. We didn't even give score predictions before the game, and
we did not. No,
that's good, and that's a good thing that we did not. I didn't expect to be scoreless.
Yeah, agreed. With just how high powered this Rock Creek offense is, and I think we've seen, looking at the Blue Jays past few games, that they are able to score as well. But we're getting a little barn burner like the 2018 Super Bowl, if I have to compare it. Good old what was it, Patriots and Rams? It was like 13-10 or something like that final.
Something like that, I think. Yeah, that was not too long ago, actually. So, timeout. Rock Creek was taken. No score. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Sabetha, Rock Creek scoreless here in the 2nd district game. Rock Creek has had their chances, though, to strike first. And Sabetha with a big interception by the quarterback, Matthew Garber there. And we've seen, like you said, Isaiah, some moments where both offenses generate some momentum, and then the defense bow up and stops them. So,
yeah, and everybody, if you're an old head and you like watching grit and grime era football, you're all in on this. The offense is cool because you get points, but the defensive showdowns are the ones where it really showcases like your heart and integrity as a football team.
Here we go, folks. If you just rejoined us from technical difficulties on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, 4th and 7, empty backfield, folks. Whitworth looks to his left. He's going to fire it. Got a man. Touchdown. He'll walk in. David Venduska walks in all alone. Touchdown. Rock Creek. Fire up them fireworks again.
And, we've seen this throughout the game for Sabetha, that those over zone safeties, right? So when you have an empty backfield, you're thinking long pass, and Dagan Meduska with a little in route and wide open walks it in. So
wide open, nobody around him. Great route by Dagan Meduska. That's touchdown number 3 for Dagan this year. Mackley on kick, the extra point attempt. Kick is up, and he knocks it through the uprights. It is good. Rock Creek, after a defensive struggle, strikes first with 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Mustang 7, Blue Jays nothing. We'll stay here because we only have 3 seconds left. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins. We are back after a little bit of technical issues here on Backroads Broadcasting. Another touchdown pass. Whitworth connects again. Touchdown number 13 on the season.
And I was going to say, when you're in a defensive showdown, I think Coach Sieben and his offensive staff were, it gives you a chance to draw things up on offense and think on the fly.
So again, Salina Central shout out for the fireworks. It started last week actually, and it carries on into the night. So I definitely enjoy that.
It's a cool aspect.
Yes, it is.
It makes me feel like I'm watching at Bill Snyder Family Stadium or Arrowhead, if you will. I'm getting that vibe right now.
So let's see what the special teams does here. Obviously, they started the game with an onside kick fumbled by the Blue Jays. Mac Lee getting set for the tee.
I'm going to say Rock Creek is at least above 25% on onside kicks this year, which is a crazy stat to be in that category, because usually, you have like a 1 in 1,500 chance of an off.
Fair catch. Call! Fair ball on the ball! Lost a fair catch. Can't handle it. Rock Creek has the ball. Mistake by the Blue Jays. Can't handle the fair catch. Rock Creek has the ball. 0.2 seconds left.
And that's the thing about the football. You know, when you play basketball or volleyball, you got a round ball that, you know, bounces evenly and everything like that. But football, just kind of, you got to keep track of it before you try to pick it up and run.
You got to catch it. Called a fair catch, and it just went through his hands. First and 10, final play of the first quarter. Special teams batting 1,000 tonight.
Indeed.
Empty set, 3 receivers to Whitworth's right, to the left. Spiller's going to go in motion. It's going to be a little trick play. He's going to go for his man. Got it. Got Burgess right around the 20-yard line, and a late flag on the play. Look at the height man, Spiller. It's going to be a face mask. As Spiller's calling it, we'll see if it is a face mask. Big play. Spiller completes his first pass of the season.
Hey, that reminds me of my favorite trick play. A little flea flicker action going on. Those are the plays that you like to see, you know, opening the playbook a little bit.
It is a face mask. Sorry to get in on the action here, but it is a face mask. We're going to have one untimed down. So the momentum here, Rock Creek, here we go, building that big snowball. And Rock Creek is in the red zone again. This red zone drive brought to you tonight by Farmers State Bank.
Shout out to Yancey Spiller for that was a pretty good ball for a wide receiver.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good
for anymore.
That was pretty good
for your wide receiver DB throwing a ball like that. Hey, yeah.
So after the incidental face mask, no time on the clock, one untimed down, and Rock Creek can really put Sabetha in a hole. Westgate in the backfield with Whitworth. 7-0 Rock Creek, looking to make it more. It's going to be a handoff to Westgate. It is met immediately with a helmet off there. Number 52 for the Blue Jays on that stop. Thad Benoit on that stop. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first quarter. Rock Creek batting 1,000 special teams, helping the Mustangs get on the board first with a touchdown pass from Whitworth to Vendeska. 7-0 Rock Creek after 1. This is Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Rock Creek with the ball in the red zone, right at the 14-yard line. And Eddie, you know, they throw a little trick play at him with the halfback pass. We ran that a few times my graduating year when I played here around 2016, circa 2016.
So welcome back to coverage. We got offside movement. We're going to have offside on the defense there. Quick movement by that defensive line. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, welcome back to coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Backwards Broadcasting. After, in the first quarter, experiencing some technical difficulties, we appreciate you guys for hanging in there with us, especially if you guys are on the Facebook page, enjoying our live stream coverage on that and our YouTube channel. Empty set. It's going to be 4 receivers far side. Second down and 5. Whitworth, Rock Creek is in the red zone. The gang looks at their wristbands now. Whitworth now looks left, now right. Resets. Here we go. Whitworth, it's going to be quarterback draw. Knew it. Up the middle. 5. He's going to score. And wait, hold on. Hold the fireworks, folks. Flag on the play. It's going to be an area holding.
I was going to say this one might be coming back.
And he didn't listen to me. Holding on.
I was going to say Cooper Biddle and I think I didn't catch the number for Sabetha, but looks like they were getting a little too friendly in the backfield there. So I doesn't take rocket science to know that one was coming back.
So Whitworth there, touchdown called back for holding there on that offensive line for Rock Creek. Just 7 seconds into the second quarter, Rock Creek scored on the last possession with a touchdown throw from Whitworth to Vendeska there. And remember, folks, like we did last week, we will give some shout outs to our people in the chat in the second half of tonight's game. Meanwhile, back to action here. Second and long, 2nd and 20. Whitworth looks left. Now he's going to fire it down the field. Incomplete there. Intended target was Ethan Burgess that time. And 3 Blue Jay defenders were all over that pass. Misfired by Dalton. 3rd and 20 coming up. So now we have the refs resetting the ball now. Whitworth now 4 receivers far side. And you have 1 receiver, that's Burgess, near side.
Say if Rock Creek can come away with a score here, they're in the driver's seat now. They can set the pace at which this game is played at.
So Rock Creek, here we go. 3rd and 15 at the Sabetha 20. Now that's a high pass and intercepted. Intercepted by, looks like down here we're trying to get the number here. Number 14, Marcus Bauman with the interception. That is the second time Whitworth has been picked tonight. Sabetha with another turnover there, and that ball was thrown a little bit underthrown a little bit, and I could not see the intended target from where I'm standing at, but the important part is here, Whitworth with another interception, his second tonight. Sabetha here is trying to stay in the game there. That was a huge turnover for them. So first down for the Blue Jays. Here, Matthew Garber, the quarterback. He is going to keep the ball right up the middle. No, it's a straight handoff there. That's number 33. Or number 34. Check that. Christian McAfee. Again, apologize because of the jerseys mixed in with the Blue Jays white on white. For them, that's all. That's all I want to say.
You're good. But when a close game like this, those turnovers will come back to bite you in crunch time. So I would like to see Rock Creek just tighten up loose ends a little bit. But let's see if their defense can still make a stop.
Here we go again. Looks like same formation this time. Again, McAfee on the first. We got a loose ball. Nope, they're going to referees. Ball loose. Oh, man. Rock Creek has the 3 total in the game. Rock Creek forces a turnover. It's going to be first down there outside of the red zone. Max Barr gets the toss sweep. He's going to charge to the right side and is going to get stopped right there by number 42 of the Blue Jays. That is Tyler Manoid. Or Manoid. There on that stop. That's a gain of only 1 yard on that play, on that toss sweep. 2nd and 9. The Blue Jays defense here, you got to give a shout out to them here for holding their own here to this point.
Indeed, they say 2's a company, 3's a crowd, and there was a crowd of the Blue Jays on that tackle.
2nd down and 9 here. 4 receivers set. Whitworth's going to go back to throw. Go to the well here. Incomplete. Low throw. Logan Sturdy. What's the intended target? Pass falls just a bit short there in the coverage there by number 88, Matthew Whitaker of Sabetha. So 39 here coming up. So a little inconsistent play here by Rock Creek here so far in this game. It hasn't looked pretty. At times it's looked good, but hasn't looked pretty either.
And, you know, you may look at the scoreboard and say Rock Creek's up, but Sabetha's defense has done a really good job in this red zone when they're knocking on that red zone door.
So here we go. Winans in the backfield with Whitworth. He gets the handoff to Winans this time. Winans spins around close to the first down there.
I think he's 2 or 3 yards short.
Number 53, this time Caden Edelman. Edelman's having a good game so far. Another tackle for him. 4th down and not messing around. 4th in about 3 yards. 4th and 3. Almost moved again. That defensive end almost moved again for the Blue Jays. 4th and 3. Less than 10 minutes remaining 9:47 and counting here. Early moments of the second quarter. Big moment here for Rock Creek. Handoff is little fake out and incomplete. What a play by the Blue Jays. Number 33, Josh Herman, with the deflection and a little fake handoff up the middle, and Sabetha was ready for it.
Yeah. It seems like Whitworth, when he's dropped back to throw, is trying to make the tough throw on himself. It looked like everyone downfield is pretty well covered. So in those situations, you kind of got to say, I got to do it myself and, go like Michael Vick on 2008 Madden there and try to get the first yourself. But huge stop by the Sabetha defense.
So Sabetha takes over right there. They had some, and then off the hands of the number McAfee, and he holds on to it. So Christian McAfee there lost sight of the snap, and big loss on first down. So the Blue Jays hurting themselves with a turnover, and now a little off the hands of McAfee there on that play. That's going to back them up. They lost 10 on that play. So 2nd and 10 at their own 10-yard line. So even though the Blue Jays had some great stops defensively, Isaiah, they had some poor field position. Sabetha has.
Yeah, it just seems like which team can make the less mental errors here will come away with this one, I think.
Hand off to the right side this time. That's number 25 who makes a couple of man miss. That's number 29, Jonathan Rayner. Rayner on that carry to the right side. A good pickup there. And Cooper Biddle with the stop for the Rock Creek defense there. So a decent pickup there. That's going to be a 3rd and manageable here coming up for the Blue Jays. 7-0 Mustang lead. 8:25 to go in the second quarter. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins here. Coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Back Roads Broadcasting. 3rd and 6 for the Blue Jays coming up. In their 3-back stack motion in the backfield. We got a fake pass here. Hand the ball up down the field. Intercepted. Picked up by Maddox Ibarra. Back and forth we go. Turnover. I could do one better. Ibarra with the interception for Rock Creek.
Like I said previously, I think it's just going to come who can limit the mental mistakes and who can capitalize on those. So far we've seen kind of an even number of turnovers, but no one's been able to really capitalize on them. So the first team that can kind of turn the tide and put points on the board will be able to come away with this one.
So when you counter the 2 mistakes on special teams for the Blue Jays and a fumble last possession, now interception, 4 turnovers for Sabetha here so far, and they're fortunate to be in the game. Rock Creek, another opportunity for them. They're going to start in good field position, folks. 44-yard line, first down, Rock Creek here. 2 receivers near side. Whitworth in the backfield along with Winans. The handoff is to Jaden Winans, and he's going to continue to move them legs, rolling under defenders there. As number 52, Thad Manoid on the stop for Sabetha.
And the key to these 7-8 yard runs that Rock Creek is getting, it all comes to their front line. They're getting a good push up front, and they're allowing to go to the linebackers and the short safeties to extend the play.
That's a good point, Isaiah. Good point there. So now the offensive team, the receivers, look to their wristbands here on 2nd and 3. Rock Creek High School football is brought to you by Tail Wagger End. Waiting for the snap, 3 receivers on the near side. Fakes off the handoff, gives to Conrad Carlson. Midfield, 45. Gets wrapped up inside the 40-yard line. Catch and run. Number 22 on the stop there, Chase Frey. And number 14, Marcus Ballman, who had the interception on Rock Creek's last possession.
To say we haven't seen much of an aerial assault from both teams, but with the run game is looking really well for both teams.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and I like to see Rock Creek run the football a little bit more too.
Indeed, I would too. I think we said the motto: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Winans up the middle this time, wrapped up, and he carrying Blue Jay defenders and carried Josh Herman as well as in there. McAfee as well, who threw that interception for Sabetha. So another strong gain there by Winans. Pickup of 8 on that play. And they're inside of 30.
I think I stated this maybe in week 2 when Rock Creek played Rossville, and Rossville was a very run-centered team. And when you play against a very run-centered team, it really wears on your defense.
So 6-11 and counting here on 2nd and short. Rock Creek is able to move the ball, but mistakes have cost them here in the first half. Ryan up the middle. He's got a man. 20. Make a man miss 15. Down the sideline. 5. Put it in the bank. Touchdown. Rock Creek. Jaden Wyans.
Hey, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything here, but my impact players these past 3 weeks have been spot on. Spot on, I must say.
You've been spot on. Jaden Wyans, another touchdown run down the right sideline. In for the touchdown. 28-yard touchdown run. Jaden Wyans, the lead balloons to 13, pinning the extra point. Mackley ready for the extra point. The kick is away, and it is good. 5:59 remaining in the second quarter. New score, folks. Mustangs 14, Blue Jays nothing. We'll be back with more coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting. We'll be back. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, we're back with more second quarter action, here at Rock Creek High School football here on a beautiful night here in St. George, Kansas. Jaden Wyans' 28 touchdown run balloons the Rock Creek lead to 14-0.
In Rock Creek with up 2 scores now, they, like I said earlier, they can control the pace of this game. Now, they can't ease up by any means, but there's no need to, hey, we need to get points on the board, or hey, we need to get a stop. You know what I'm saying? They still need to play solid football.
Mackley, regular kickoff this time was a surprise. And let's see, wrapped up right there around the 40-yard line. Let's get a number on that, number 14. That's Marcus Ballman with the kickoff return for Sabetha there. Good kickoff return. So an actual kickoff there for Rock Creek there.
Been a rare sighting this year.
Very, very rare. But for the Conrad Carlson with the tackle there on that. So for the first time tonight, good, decent field position for the Blue Jays. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Here as they get set, they run up to the line. 1st and 10. Mustangs up by 14. 3 backs in the backfield along with McAfee. And a little handoff there, number 22. He's going to get wrapped up right there as a flag is thrown on the field.
I think this one might be coming back again. It looked like Yancey might have gotten held on that play, number 7, Yancey Spiller for Rock Creek. As I say, the lead blocker on the outside was turning inside, but I don't think he got completely square, so an easy call for the official to make there.
Easy call indeed, holding on that, and that ball carrier was number 22, Chase Frey for Sabetha on that, but it gets turned away, it gets thrown in the garbage because of holding. So now it's going to be 1st and 20. So they're going to replace the ball at the 33-yard line, and that's where Sabetha will reset their offense right there. So 1st and long here as they show that same formation. 3 backs and a quarterback in the backfield. I believe that's McAfee. Yes, it is. McAfee's going to take the handoff and a missed tackle, but not before he is stood up and brought down by number 25. That is Trevor Christensen with a good, nice wrap-up tackle right there. And we have an injured Rock Creek Mustang on the field. I can't see who's down for them, but another injury for the Mustangs here.
And with the formation that Sabetha's running, that kind of bunched wishbone or pistol look, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Okay, so as a defender, you know, as linebacker you have your assignments, as safeties and corners you have your assignments, and in all that you got to see through it and stay home and stay your base, and that was well defended by Rock Creek there. I believe it's just cramp, so I think we're good. Happens to the best of us.
It looks like it's Addison Westgate is the man down for Rock Creek, and it looks like it is cramps as he's limping a little bit, but he's shaking it off.
I was gonna say, usually when you deal with cramps on the sideline, there's a few home remedies. You know, there's a good old pickle juice, bananas as well. I've even had salted Gatorade as once before.
Yeah, I had that once as well.
I'm not as too big a fan as salted Gatorade.
I'm not a big fan of
pickle juice is okay, but bananas is fine. But salted Gatorade is like, I don't know if it's.
I didn't enjoy that. I didn't enjoy that as much.
I don't know if it's like considered a delicacy somewhere, but yeah, I highly advise against it.
After the injury timeout, 5:06 remaining in the first half. Mustangs up by 14. McAfee's going to keep it, and he's going to go little forward of nowhere there. Number 54 on that stop there. For Cooper Biddle, and Trevor Christensen again is there on that stop for Rock Creek. So after the penalty by Sabetha, it's going to be third down and long.
Yeah, Sabetha with the option there, but Rock Creek again did their homework. They all stayed home at their base. Someone covered quarterback, someone covered running back. You can't ask for a better defensive play there for Rock Creek.
So, and again, kudos to this defensive front. After the first quarter, you know, Sabetha was moving the ball on them a little bit to the left, mainly to the left side. They kind of fixed that here in the second quarter here, and they're standing tall right now. Same formation, wishbone. McAfee is going to load up, bat in the air, and intercepted by Spiller. He can go all the way.
And he's gone.
He's going to go. You're not going to catch him. Touchdown. Jackson Spiller walks into the end zone. Hello, Spiller, as he celebrates down the sideline. Yancey Spiller, pick six.
Good awareness by Spiller there. The ball was batted up in the air, and that's what you want to do. Well defended.
Nothing to it.
I sound like a broken record here. I keep saying well defended by Rock Creek, but they've answered the call this game so far. I was going to say it's tough when you're in a kind of a jam and nothing's going on offense, and especially when the opposite team is playing outstanding on defense. It makes it that much harder.
Ooh, Mackley's extra point is no good. A little bit short on that extra point there. We will stay here where the action is. Yancey Spiller, pick six. 20-0 Rock Creek here, extending their lead over Sabetha. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting. That touchdown right there, that pick six, brought to you by ASC Turkgrass Consulting. So Yancey Spiller hasn't gotten it done yet on the offensive side, but hey, he gets it done on the defensive end there.
And on the extra point, I think I don't think it was a wrong hold or it was tipped or anything. I think he just hit the ball too low. As you noticed, it was spiraling backwards pretty fast. That's what happens when you kick the ball a little too low, because there's a sweet spot. It's about 3 inches up from the bottom, and you hit that, you're good. But I think he just struck it a little too low there.
Excuse me. So the Blue Jays there was hanging around that first quarter, and now this game is starting to get away from them a little bit here. 4:06 until the halftime break here in St. George, Kansas. Yancey Spiller getting you on the defensive fund. Pick six off of McAfee. That's McAfee's second interception of the night. Yep. So Whitworth, 2 interceptions. McAfee has 2 interceptions.
But if you look at it this way, Sabetha's defense isn't playing terrible.
They're not playing bad. They're not playing bad at all.
It's just a matter of if they can get their offense jump started, you know.
Their offense needs to, and their special teams need to get right too. They handle it this time, and a little good kick return to the midfield. Still moving. 45, can't bring him down, and he's still moving the pile. Unbelievable. And down at the Rock Creek 30. What an effort.
That's the jump start they needed. Sabetha was kind of looking like a dead battery on the interstate there, and they, found a nice standbyer to help them jumpstart.
Chase Fry with the kickoff return, moving Rock Creek defenders. And you're a Rock Creek special team coach there.
You're not too happy about that.
You have to be frustrated with that. You can't bring him down. And for the first time tonight, Sabetha in Rock Creek territory.
And it takes putting the team on your back to a new meaning right there, literally.
So back under center there. And a handoff is to McAfee there. So we're seeing right now Matthew Garber back under center. So very interesting there. Garber under center, and we're seeing McAfee in that little bunches formation in the backfield. So I wonder if they're going to go back to Garber being under center.
So if you notice that, there's a run up the middle. But that's that smoke and mirrors effect that we're talking about here, Eddie, because they're going to fake that, and one of these times they're going to go option outside, and it's going to open it up.
Yep. You're right in my mind there. 2nd and 8, Garber under center. You have 2 backs in the backfield here, and the handoff is to Herman, who squeezes around the right side, picks up a good game there. Number 30 for Rock Creek on the stop. Cade Wolfinger with the stop there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up here in a must-have drive for Sabetha.
Indeed. We don't have a 2-minute warning here in high school, but yes, definitely a definite come away with a score, a field goal, touchdown, whatever, but got to get on the board here.
And remember, you don't get the ball back because Rock Creek put it onside on you to start the game. Now, another handoff to the right side.
Short.
Nicely done by Yancey Spiller, number 33 on the carry, Josh Herman.
I'd say usually, they give you the forward possession, but he was met and driven back. So I think it's going to be 4th and 2 here for Sabetha. And this is one of the things, they're trying to run it up the middle, and it's obviously Rock Creek's answering the call. So at this point, I'm going to say you do a little rollout.
I say you do. You fake up the middle and go option left to the wide side of the field,
or a little play action and try to catch the Rock Creek secondary snoozing. But we'll see what they draw up here. Yeah,
here we go. Under center, Garber, 4th and 1 at the 22-yard line. First down, Rock Creek, and breaking it out. Number 21 down the sideline. He will.
I think he stopped just short.
Tackled out of bounds. Jake Breyer with a good run to the opposite side, to the near side. And it's a 1st and goal for the Blue Jays.
They got like an eyelash to go here.
And probably quickly, under center here, sorry to talk over here, Herman is going to score. Touchdown, Sabetha. So just like that, I just said they had a must score. And they must have heard me, because just like that, the Blue Jays answer the call after the pick 6 thrown by McAfee. And for the first time tonight, and actually for the first time all district play, Rock Creek defense gives up a score. Remember, they shut out Hiawatha last week 40-0, and they let the Blue Jays score late in the first half.
I'm surprised to see that Sabetha was so run heavy on that drive too, especially given the clock, because Rock Creek, Dalton Whitworth and his offense are getting the ball left with 1:47 left. And if that is a testament to anything, I believe that they can score.
That could be another 6. We'll see what happens. But in the main point, Blue Jays get on the board. We're going to take a quick timeout here on Backroads Broadcasting. 20-7 now. Rock Creek up. We'll be back.
24-0 in the second quarter.
Yancey Spiller back deep for Rock Creek after the Blue Jays score here for the first time tonight. 1:47 remaining until halftime. Eddie Greer, play-by-play, alongside with my color commentary, Isaiah Dobbins. 20-7 now, our new score with 1:47 remaining before halftime.
And if you're Sabetha, you're getting a little momentum, and you jumpstart the defense, because it's like, hey, we stopped them once, we can stop them again. You know what I mean?
Little pooch kick. Oh, Sabetha They have it. Wow. Special teams has been to look at the sideline for the Blue Jays. Oh, the momentum.
That's seriously big because if they can score here, they go into halftime down 1 score. Now, Eddie, usually when you recover a pooch kick, it's not at the 30 or where they at here.
That's deep in Rock Creek's
I was
territory.
gonna say, usually you're not field a pooch kick deep into your an enemy territory here. You know, usually you're at 40, 50, but wow.
Under center. Wow, what a mistake by the Mustangs. As now number 30, we got hold on the phone.
I think it's gonna be a false start on the offense.
Flag on the play. I think you're right, Isaiah.
As I say, when you run a lot of fakes, you know it's like there's a little second window if you move too early. Just in that, the refs are gonna get you every time.
False start on Sabetha, and you can't make mistakes when you have a golden opportunity right there in front of you. So 1:42 left after a kickoff return that was kind of just stopped us dead right there. And great hustle by the special teams to get down there before the Rock Creek. I can't remember who it was who couldn't fall on the ball fast enough. Back to throw Garber. We see a pass down the field. One-on-one coverage. Batted away. Nicely done by Caden Crane.
I was going to say, it was if Caden Crane wasn't there, because that's the thing, you know, when it's. Hold on.
We got another flag on the play. It's on Rock Creek. Sorry, Isaiah. Go ahead.
I was saying, Sabetha's been so run heavy. They were expecting run there, and the play action kind of stopped Rock Creek in the tracks. And good coverage there by Caden Crane, because if he would have been on that fake, that was going for 6.
Flag on the field. It's going to be roughing the passer on Rock Creek. So the mistakes late here in the second quarter on the Mustangs. Your coach, Shane Seaman, you have to be disappointed. You don't fall on the kickoff.
Yeah.
And now you shot yourself in the foot there on that.
In roughing the passer and pass interference are one of those calls. It's like in basketball, you got the little semicircle that you call a charge at. And it just kind of depends on the personal preference of the referee, because those calls can be so 50-50. But I think Caden Crane might have got there just a tad bit early.
So can the Mustangs make a defensive stand here? Balls to Herman, who finds a small crease on the right side.
Number 33, Josh Herman.
Good pickup there on first down.
As I say, Sabetha, if it attests to their game plan at all this game, they're going to kind of run the clock out here. I don't think they.
Here we go again. Herman is going to get it. He finds a hole, and it's going to fall short there. So quickly, Sabetha with a quick move, just trying to get things rolling here at the same time here. 3rd and short coming up as Wolfinger was on the stop there. So Sabetha with new life here, trying to cash in.
Definitely, and if Rock Creek defense can afford to get a stop here in the red zone in a crucial moment, I would say all the momentum for Sabetha would be gone, evaporated.
Here we go, 44 seconds left into the break. Under center, Garber, 3 backs. Handoff is right there. No, he's going to go nowhere. Herman is stopped. He stopped right there. 3, 4 Mustang defenders right there to wrap him up. Nicely pursued there by Spiller and others.
Excellent play call, too. Cade Wilfinger, we've called his name a lot. He came, I think that was a little bit of a blitz there, and perfect call by the Rock Creek defense. Nice call.
Timeout, Sabetha. We'll stay here. 32 seconds remaining. Big 4th down coming up. 20-7 Rock Creek trying to hang on here to a 2-score lead after Sabetha recovered kickoff there, which was deadened outside the 25-yard line.
And blitzes are, you know, a gamble as is, but when you're running against a bunch of fakes and smokes and mirrors, if you bite on the wrong fake, it's going the other way for a large gain.
So a timeout by the Blue Jays here. We'll see what Garrett Michael, the head coach of Sabetha, does here on this 4th down play. You know they're going to go for it here. I mean, you don't have to get the touchdown here, but you need 3 yards for a 1st and goal opportunity. Rock Creek needs another stop.
No, but in a game like this, you go for the gusto, because you know you can go for a field goal, cut it to a 2-score lead, but why
not? You're on the road.
Exactly.
Have momentum. Why not go for it?
Why not?
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rock Creek Nation, 4th and 3, 32 seconds left. Garber is under center on this play. You're going to go handoff
He's
here. He's
got
going to
it.
go in. Josh Herman. Touchdown, Blue Jays.
How do you do, Josh Herman, going in untouched almost?
Pretty
it
much.
seems.
Nobody touched him for the Mustang defense. And just like that, in a quick snap of the fingers, Sabetha in the game.
I know we said it was going to be a defensive barn burner at the end of the first quarter, but
things are heating
getting
up
interesting
in St.
here.
George.
Yeah.
Things are heating up indeed in St. George, Kansas. Sabetha can make it a 6-point game. No, he cannot. It's a 7-point game. It's still a one-score game. 28 seconds left. Our new score, Mustangs 20. Blue Jays 13 on Backroads Broadcasting. Will stay here because we're close enough to halftime. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting. Check that. Wow, what a couple of minutes there.
Audible. You get called audible on that one, Eddie.
Yeah, I just did. But wow, Isaiah, in a matter of a couple of minutes, we thought that we're going to see a blowout.
Hey,
but
I'm all for it though. Last week was kind of a one-sided affair, but you gotta love these back and forth games.
Yep.
You just do, especially Friday nights. Doesn't get much better, but yeah, Sabetha is very much in this game now. I'm curious to see though how Rock Creek will answer on special teams, if they're gonna try to play it safe and maybe try to take a shot downfield, or Coach Joe and that special teams. Maybe we could see another surprising kickoff return here.
Another quick shout out to tonight, the Rock Creek High School cheer squad. A big showing for them tonight. It's nice to see him out here pumping the crowd up tonight. Very nice. Big crowd. Big cheer squad, literally. So now we get set for kickoff here. 28 seconds left here. Let's see if the special teams for Rock Creek can make up for what they didn't do on the last kickoff.
Let's see, a little squib kick. And it looks like it's going out of bounds, so we might get a re-kick, or Rock Creek can get some good field position.
Kick off out of bounds. That is going to be a penalty. We'll see what.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Didn't mean to cut you off there, but I touched base with a few weeks ago. You spend every minute or you set a few minutes aside at practice every week for your 2-minute offense. Then you set a smaller amount of time for your 30-second to 1-minute offense. So we'll see what Rock Creek has up their sleeve.
Well, right now we're going to get a re-kick.
Yep.
On that. So Rock Creek wants a re-kick. So let's see what they do right here for the Blue Jays after kicking the ball out of bounds. So now the ref's talking with the kicker. There. So
said, hey, man, try to just keep it in bounds. Come on.
So Sabetha on a little bit of a run, 13 unanswered points by the Blue Jays after going down 20-0 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Another onside off the hands this time, and Christensen gets a break. Trevor Christensen can't handle the onsides, and for a lucky break for Rock Creek, it goes out of bounds this time, and they'll take over right there. First down, Mustangs. Let's see what Whitworth does here. With 26 seconds, I don't know the timeout situation for them. I know it's probably I think they have 2 timeouts left.
And when you're kind of in the driver's seat like Rock Creek is now, with seconds left on the clock, can't afford to give a turnover.
You can't.
But you can afford to throw the ball away or eat up some extra clock.
You cannot turn the ball over.
You got to be fundamentally sound here.
Dalton Whitworth, the lead is 7 after going up 20-0 middle of the second quarter. Keep that in mind, Mustang Nation. So here we go. 3 receiver near side. Hand off to Winans here. Winans is going to bounce it out a little bit and struggles to pick up a few yards. He's still chopping his feet there before being brought down by Drew Bestwick.
And I think Rock Creek's just kidding. I thought they were going to let the clock roll and head into halftime.
Actually, timeout. Rock Creek actually checked that. That's Christian McAfee was on that stop, not the other name that I just mentioned. So I apologize for that. Timeout with 13 seconds. Rock Creek, 20-13. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, once again, your commentary tonight for Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting. So let's see what Shane Seaman and the offensive coaches do here with 13 seconds left here. Blue Jays have all the momentum right now.
They do. And when it comes down to like 15, 10, seconds literally left in the game, you can afford to take a shot downfield. Very rarely will they get returned, but there's always that there's always an opportunity.
There's that chance.
Yes, there is. We've seen. Quite pun intended, we've literally seen some crazier stuff happen and in the weeks that we've been calling these games. But so I don't know if Rock Creek will run it out here or if they try to take a shot downfield, because if you can get to field goal range, maybe, but we'll see what they have drawn up here.
All right, let's see what they do coming out of this timeout. 3 receivers near side, 2 to the far side of the Blue Jays sideline. Wynann's in the backfield. Whitworth is going to get the handoff. It's going to be a little screen. Got to Burgess. Burgess crosses the 40, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds there.
I was going to say, that was the right play call there, because if you looked at Sabetha and their secondary, they were way backed up. They were prepared for the strike that Rock Creek was going to throw downfield. But if you can keep those little mid-range and, kind of get upfield, get out of bounds, it can turn the tide here a little bit.
Josh Herman with that stop for Sabetha. So this should be the last play of the first half of a very intriguing first half and entertaining.
Indeed.
So Burgess now resets his position. He's going to go to the left. Conrad Carlson, he's going to stay over there. Diggin Vendiska also is going to go over there. So it looks like it's going to be 3 receivers, far side, Yancey right in front of us, near side. And Sabetha now will call a timeout. So a match game here. Probably didn't like what they saw there, so they're going to call a timeout. We will stay here with 5 seconds left, Isaiah.
And, when you call a timeout, you get more at halftime. So it's kind of one of those things that the coach is like, hey, this doesn't really need to be said, but I'm going to say it. Don't do anything that you're going to regret here. It's like that time in basketball when you're up with 8 with, a few seconds left. And it's like, hey, don't foul. Don't do anything stupid, essentially. But yeah, let's say the last seconds of any game always take the longest.
Yes, they do. That's true. True statement.
And let me tell you here, folks, we don't have any media timeouts. So what you're seeing here is all the coaches down there on the field with the timeouts there.
And once again, stay tuned as we here in a little while. Once we get into the second half, we will once again do what we started last week, is shout out some of our folks who are tuning into this broadcast tonight. So looking forward to that as well. So, but good game down here in St. George, Kansas here. Rock Creek trying to make something happen here with 5 seconds left here. And here we go. Passes to Burgess. Burgess is going to just run it here. Has the catch. Gets midfield. Still moving. Before brought down there by number 53, Caden Edelman. And that's how this first half ends for Rock Creek.
At the end of that, time's already taken out. That's where you got to do the lateral. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought.
You got to have people running behind you, and then you just got to keep it moving.
So halftime here in St. George, Kansas. And folks, we got a dandy. At halftime, Rock Creek had a 20-0 lead toward the end of this first half, but Sabetha has made a run, has made this thing look interesting. Halftime, Rock Creek Mustangs 20, Sabetha Blue Jays 13. We back on the other side. This has been coverage. You are watching coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Backroads.
And the middle school 7th and 8th grade volleyball.
Back Roads Broadcast.
I didn't know if we were back. We're back. We're back.
We're back. Back Roads Broadcasting. We're back. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, coverage of Rock Creek High School football. Let's give our sponsors a shout here before we get started with the second half action here. Rock Creek High School football on Back Roads is brought to you by People's State Bank, Tailwagger Inn, Roach Media Group, ASC Turfgrass Consulting, Farmer State Bank, Shortstop, Bank of the Flint Hills, Vision Source, Dara's, and let's not forget about Little Apple Dent Repair. We appreciate you guys for hopping on with us all season long on Rock Creek High School football. So, halftime as we close in on the second half here. Rock Creek Mustangs 20 and the Sabetha Blue Jays 13. And boy, we were going down the road of another blowout, but instead Blue Jays have made this a game. Things have got interesting here in St. George, Kansas.
Indeed. We kind of saw what it was going to be like, a defensive showdown, and that's how you win games. Offense sells the tickets, defense wins the game, and that's how the cow gets the cabbage right there.
That's a new one for me.
That's a new one. The cow gets the cabbage. This is a new one for me too. But I gotta throw my analogies out there every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, that's how you answer the call. When facing adversity. Sabetha did it in a great way by scoring 13 straight.
Yeah, and they enter the second half with a lot of momentum. Sabetha, of course, lost to Holton last week while Mustangs dominated the Redhawks. This is going to be an intriguing second half for both teams. We are in district play, so this is big for both teams. Isaiah, what's up on the high school scores?
On the high school scores, it's a little bit more closely contested than last week. We saw a lot of one-sided affairs there last week. Starting with Dodge City at halftime over Great Bend 14-7. Junction City over Topeka West 20-0. We have a real barn burner with Scott City and Russell both tied at 0. While Mago and Paola tied at 7. Bishop Ward beating Santa Fe Trail 38-7. And as a second quarter score in district play, we have Hiawatha over Jeff West 24-0. As we will travel to Jeff West next week for another district matchup. Keep moving down the scores here. Salina Central beating Arc City 32-7. Horton over Central Heights 14-7. Riley County and Chapman tied at 16 at halftime. Keep moving here as we Rock Creek and Sabetha 20-13. But scores kind of just around the league. Those are kind of the big names. As of course, this Friday nights there's a lot of games to be played and things like that. So, Eddie, key takeaways from the first half.
Before I do the takeaways here, another score that I want to throw in here. Junction City was shutting out Topeka West 20-0 last time I checked as well. So
yeah.
I mentioned that matchup early on in this broadcast tonight. Okay, so before I get to the takeaways, I do want to shout out Sally on the Facebook chat as well. We appreciate you for tuning in to tonight's coverage of Rock Creek and Sabetha. So thank you for that. So my thoughts on the first half. Well, two tales of you mentioned the first quarter, very defensive like. This actually, when I think about it, Rock Creek has had plenty more chances than the Blue Jays had. I mean, you get the offense, you get the onside kicks to begin the game, and you don't score, you get picked off, and then you get stifled on fourth down. That's the first two possessions of the game. This score could be a little bit different than what it is right now. So for the Mustangs in the second half, they got to cash in on opportunities that are handed to them, because right now, that's why I look at it right now, because if the Blue Jays were to come back in this game and to somehow win this game, I'm going to circle back to the first two possessions of the game.
Yeah. For Sabetha, I would like to see full complete drives, because we've only seen them when they've gotten good field position. We haven't been able to see them put together a full complete drive where they're pinned down in their own territory, or whether they start off with some semi-average field position. But as far as defensive for both teams, I mean, you can't really ask for anything more. I mean, both teams with, I believe, 3 turnovers in that first half defensively. And, that's just one of those things that can't happen. And when you do turn the ball over that much, the scoreboard obviously isn't reflected, but when you turn the ball over 3 times and you're still able to lead, that shows something. So Rock Creek will they deferred, so they'll get the ball here starting the second half. And here we go. Second half, we're here.
Yeah, and going back to the turnovers, what you mentioned, a total of 7 turnovers, 3 in special teams there.
That's crazy. That's unheard of. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's happened before, but usually
it's happened somewhere,
exactly.
but I don't know where.
Turnovers don't come on the special end or special team side.
Here we go. Do we see another kickoff return for a touchdown? Fake off. And this time, no, we got to
I'm going to go the other way.
And he's down. Nice job by Winans. And a flag. Aggressive throwing the flag. The referee saw something there.
I think that's going to be on receiving.
So there, we saw a kickoff return for a touchdown to begin the third quarter last week. That was Jaden Winans there. But this time, the Blue Jays were all over it, and we have a flag to start off the third quarter play. We'll see what the refs have to say about this one. As they get done, still talking it over a little bit.
I was going to be surprised if Jaden Winans had another big kick return, but this time he said, no, I can't go this way. He picked the wrong door, so he tried the other one. Sabetha was there to answer.
It looks like it was a personal foul called on Rock Creek.
I'm not sure what the personal foul was for. Maybe blocking the back. I'm guessing something along those lines.
That's going to back them away. So this is going to be the first time all night, worst field position for this potent Rock Creek offense. There's a takeover right there. Looks like they're going to be outside. They're 15. Yep, they're going to be outside the 12-yard line. That's where Whitworth and the offense will begin their second half. 4 receivers are back in the backfield and Winans. Whitworth's going to throw it. He's got his man Spiller breaking a tackle there and carrying a couple Blue Jay defenders for a first down. Nicely done by Yancey Spiller. Yards after catch there. So Spiller getting in the action here very early in the third quarter. Again, the Mustangs who just joined us on our Facebook page and our YouTube. Yes, welcome. First and 10 at their Rock Creek's own 25-yard line. Again, this is the second half, so we're going to be giving shout-outs to our folks who are watching on YouTube and our Facebook page. Whitworth's going to keep it, and he's going to be sacked and yanked down.
I was going to say, that looked like a broken play from the beginning. Winans was on Whitworth's left, and he went to fake the handoff right. You're not going to fool anybody with handing a fake handoff to Casper the Ghost. Well read by the Sabetha defense there.
So, tackle was made by number 53, Caden Edelman there. The Blue Jays,
where we kind of seen a little bit of a hurdle for the Rock Creek offense. It's the long drives that they tend to struggle on,
Second and 13. That was a loss of 3 on that.
What I was going to say.
Whitworth's going to be
an
option there, and he keeps it this time. And number 52 there again, Thad Manoid. So that's back-to-back plays for the Blue Jays. Outside linebacker there. So back him up, lost another yard on that. So could have tossed that to Winans a little bit there, but decided to keep it.
Yeah, but Winans was too far. He was directly behind Whitworth on that one. And Whitworth and Winans, they were running in a no man's land. There was no blockers anywhere.
So here we go, 3rd and 13 with Whitworth back to throw. He's going to have a man and dropped. What good coverage there by number 88, Matthew Whitaker on Dagan Venduska. It looked like Venduska could have had that ball, but nicely defended there by number 88.
Matumbo finger wag on that one. He said, no, not today. Like you said, Eddie, well defended. Can't coach that, That's just
no, you can't.
That's just making the extra hustle play, right there.
So that's a 3 and out for Rock Creek to start the third quarter. So the Blue Jays defense, like we said in the first half, they have not played terrible at all. They've managed to hold this high-powered offense to really 2 touchdowns. The other one was a pick 6 there. Mack lead a punt. And the punt is away. Ooh, did he touch it? It looked like he touched it from up here. Number 14 got away with one.
I'd say that's the case scenario. You pick it up, you just run.
Marcus Bauman. It looked like he touched it. His foot touched it from up here, but he barely got away from the football. So that's where
Gotta be careful.
Sabetha will shut up shop right there for their first offensive drive in the third quarter. 10:08 left in the third. Same score. Rock Creek up by 7.
Now let's see if Sabetha can get a little bit of a drive going here.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Under center is Matthew Garber. Look like they want a blitz here. It's going to be a run to the left side, which Sabetha had success with in the first half. Jake Byer. That's only going to be a gain of 2 yards right there. Nicely defended by this defense.
Indeed, Rock Creek is not being fooled by the fakes and everything that Sabetha's throwing at them. They're playing really solid right now.
Flag on the play there. Face mask on Rock Creek. So while you were talking, Isaiah, the referees threw a flag and a late face mask call there. 5-yard penalty. It's going to put them at 1st and short. So they tack on 5 more yards after that penalty on Rock Creek. So Sabetha, like we mentioned, on a 13-0 run since going down 20-0, more than halfway in the second quarter, carrying that momentum here. Lost the ball, loose ball. And Sabetha has the ball back. So, no, they do not. Rock Creek has recovered. Rock Creek has recovered the football.
Well, wow. And the turnovers continue to pile up for both teams.
Number 5. Turnover number 5 for Sabetha. Costly one after getting a 3 and out. And Rock Creek D finds a way to get the ball back.
And if I'm Sabetha offense, I'm not so much looking as to build on a drive anymore. I'm looking to not turn the ball over because all the momentum now is with the Mustangs. And with this potent offense, they could be going for 6. Hold tight, folks.
They'll start on the Sabetha side of the field at the 43-yard line. Whitworth gets the snap. Wyned's right up the middle. Gets him out. 35 has a man. And he's brought down immediately there. Big hit on Jaden Wyans there. Big carry on 1st down. Inside the 25-yard line. Rock Creek 1st down. So Rock Creek, this is what I talked about at the top. Well, not at the top. Right before the second half started, really the third quarter, is cash in on opportunities. Here's one right here. So now the offense looking at their wristbands. Everybody look at their wristbands. Westgate now in the backfield instead of Wyans. Wyans getting a little breather after that big run. 1st down. Whitworth back to throw. He's going to look down the left sideline. Oh, what a catch! Oh, incomplete. Incomplete, did not stay in bounds.
Too bad this isn't college. 1 foot in, I think that would have been a catch.
Caden Crane almost with an acrobatic catch near sideline around near the goal line. Incomplete pass.
High school coaches don't get a challenge flag, but I'm throwing it on that play. We don't have. It's not like we have replay, so
Unfortunately, we don't have replay.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10 there. A near acrobatic catch by Caden Crane. Again, Whitworth putting the football where his receiver can only get it. Empty backfield this time. 3 receivers far side, 2 near side. Whitworth empty set. It is a quarterback keeper. Right up the middle, 20, near the 15. That's a hit. That's a late flag.
Yep.
Late flag on the play there. You can't do that.
10 times out of 10. Notice how I said that. 10 times out of 10, that's going to get a flag call.
Josh Herman with that late hit.
And those are just the mental errors that we've seen time and time again from the Sabetha football team.
Personal foul, no doubt about it. It's going to be tack on some more yards to that.
That was a play for positive yards, but the right side of the field was wide open. I think if he would have gone to the right side, that would have been in for 6.
Half a distance to the goal. Rock Creek first down in the red zone. Again, this red zone drive for Rock Creek is brought to you by Farmer State Bank this week.
Calling it right now. Jaden Winans going for 6.
Will Winans get the ball? Now they reset. They look to the sideline, to the coaches, Rock Creek. Whitworth now directing, giving the signals now. 8:27 and counting left in the third. Rock Creek up by a touchdown. We have confusion up front. False start. Offense. Rock Creek.
Well, never mind.
So, but
Audible.
that play
check that.
Yep, another audible call in this broadcast tonight. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Winans still gets the ball here. He might still get the chance here. Meanwhile, Max Ibarra checks in, the starting corner for the Mustangs. Number 5, he's one of the slot receivers. 3 receivers far side, 1 near side. That's Ethan Burgess, this junior. Whitworth. Winans does get the handoff. 5.
Oh, stop. Just short.
I told you. He's going to get the ball back.
Hey.
And yeah, Ethan Burgess is a junior. I want to check that. Yeah, I was right. So meanwhile, back on the field, Winans almost, if he doesn't get tripped up right there, he's going in for 6.
Yep, little shoelace tackle there. But yeah, the run game of Rock Creek is looking very strong this game.
Yes, it has. Very good on the ground tonight. Between Winans, Whitworth, and Westgate, 2nd and goal at the Sabetha 4, looking to cash in a turnover. Handoff. It is late, and this time the Blue Jays are all over that.
Yeah. I was going to say number 53 for Sabetha, Caden Edelman, went untouched. I don't know if that's miscue on the front line of Rock Creek, but yeah, good stop there for Sabetha. And if they can capitalize and come away with a stop here on this goal line drive, I think that might be able to jumpstart the offense.
Brennan Severian, number 74, was also in on that stop for the Blue Jays. 3rd and goal coming up. They lost a yard there. So Winans again in the backfield, lining up to Whitworth's left. Here we go. Back to pass Whitworth. Whitworth's going to fire it. Bat it down. Incomplete. And guess who is there? Number 88, Matthew Whitaker. What a great game defensively he's played over there. On that corner, the intended pass was Burgess. 4th and goal coming up.
I was going to say, Ethan Burgess was open there, but if you're going to throw the little short out route, you got to throw that thing like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. You got to get the thing there fast.
Interesting situation here. 4th down. Do you go for it or you kick the 3 points? They're going to go for it here.
I say go for it.
Right decision. Go for it here. 3 receivers far side, 1 left. Winans left of Whitworth. 4th down. Here we go. Can Rock Creek do something? Back to pass where Whitworth fires. Intercepted. Picked off by Sabetha. Oh, read that like a book.
And that's number 12. Is that
Matthew
the quarterback
Garber?
again?
That is Matthew Garber again. For the 2nd time in this game, Matthew Garber has picked off Dalton Whitworth in Whitworth's 3rd interception of the game. Blue Jays come up big again. Matthew Garber picks off Whitworth for the 2nd time tonight. And Sabetha turns away Rock Creek again. 6:25 remaining in the 3rd. Circle that one. Sabetha now. On the ground, number 21. They go right back to that left sideline again. Jake Breyer on the carry there for the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays catch a break. Wow, the Blue Jays D has come up with some big-time stops in this game tonight and has kept them in this game.
Indeed. And you can't ask for anything better than that. A turnover on the goal line.
Yeah, I kind of saw him coming up for the ball.
And I'm at a loss for words is where Dalton Whitworth was throwing that ball because he kind of just threw it right to him.
Pass. Gerber's going to go down. Gerber goes down. He's sacked by Diggin Vendiska and Calvin Meyer. Big play.
By number 6, Dagan Vendeska.
First sack of the game, I believe, for this defense tonight.
Yeah.
Loss of a couple on the play. Third down.
Third down coming up. Big sack right there by that defense. So now Rock Creek's turn to try to step up and try to hold this Sabetha rushing attack. Here we go. 5:05 remaining in a fast-paced third quarter here. Rock Creek only up by a touchdown. Gerber back to throw. He's got his man out there. Caught. That's going to be a first down right at the sticks.
Looks like number 10.
Number 10, Preston Michael. His first catch of the night.
Preston Michael.
And on cue, and that's a smart play by Preston Michael. Know where the chains are at. Get to your spot, hit it, and get a first down.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When Sabetha is running pass plays, it just opens it up so much more because I think the Rock Creek defense is anticipating run majority.
There you go. They're running it here on first down. They go back to the ground gains. Yancey Spiller holds the momentum of the running back there. I want to take a shot here. That is number 33, Josh Herman. And we have a couple of Rock Creek players getting up slowly. Now they're up. Galvin Meyer, number 50. And number 30, Cade Willingfinger, also getting up. He got up a little slowly, but he's back up now. 2nd and 7 at Sabetha's own 31-yard line. Student section in this ball game. Handoff up the middle. And moving forward,
Number 21.
Jake Byer again. So the show of Jake Byer and Josh Herman now getting both of these carries tonight for the Blue Jays. This is going to be a 3rd and short coming up here for the Blue Jays coming up.
Yep. And in this situation, I'm going to say, since they've been so run heavy, I'm going to say they're going to hit him with a play action pass here.
I would not be surprised to see that.
Or an option. Either one.
Either one are good options here for Sabetha right now. 3rd and 3. Under center, Gerber. Gerber's going to hand off to Jake Byer on the left side again. Another first down. And not before. Number 79 was on that tackle there. So Cody Howard on the stop for Rock Creek, but not before another Sabetha first down. So slowly but surely, the Blue Jays starting to move the football on the ground. We've been seeing it all night long.
Mm-hmm.
And right back to the line is that Sabetha offensive line. Gerber looks left now, settles under center. He's going to go back to throw. It is caught again. And it is this time, let's see, looks like it's number 10.
Yep.
No, number 11. Noel Nehus with his first catch of the game. So the wide receivers getting on the fun here for the Blue Jays. That's a good gain of 8.
Yeah, and that's the one thing Sabetha is doing so well. When they do throw the football, they are in single coverage. They have the size advantage and the height advantage in the wide receiver department on the offensive end, but it's those short little throws because I don't know if you've seen, but when they have a split out on the wide side, they're just running down the field trying to take the cornerback away. So easy read there for the quarterback.
Handoff up the middle. That's going to be another first down. Gerber hands it off to one of his backs here. We'll see who that is. Dive back, Jake Byer gets the first down, 3-4 yards, nickeling and diming this Rock Creek defense right now. And after the interception by Matthew Gerber, they are moving the ball right now. We are approaching 2 minutes already in the third quarter.
Clock too. They got the ball with a little under like 4:45 left, so they're munching up time like the ticket counter at Chuck E. Cheese.
And they're right back to work. 1st and 10. They are on the Rock Creek side of the field. Gerber keeps it. So a little handoff, and he keeps it this time for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards in the play. Christensen. Max Ibarra also there on the stop. This got to be frustrating for the defensive coordinator, trying to stop the run.
It definitely is.
And when you think you run, they're going to pass the ball, they complete it. So Rock Creek right now kind of on their heels a little bit right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 33 now, he gets the handoff now to the left side, and a host of Mustangs are there. Josh Herman gets in close to another Sabetha first down here.
Yeah. it's wearing on the defense. You know, it may look like Rock Creek is getting stops, but those runs are at least going for 3 or 4 yards.
I believe Jake Byers down for Sabetha. He's been a key contributor tonight as the trainers attend to him. 63 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Rock Creek leads by a touchdown, but the Blue Jays are driving. We'll take a timeout. You're watching coverage of Rock Creek High School football. Welcome back to Rock Creek High School football here on Backroads Broadcasting. There, the injured player could not get a read of his number, but he was able to walk off on his own power. Good to see that.
I believe that was number 20, Landon Meyer.
So Landon Meyer was the injured player. 3rd and 1 here as Blue Jays right back to work on this long drive. It's Byer again and fighting for a first down. Off tackle. So that left side, they've been attacking that left side, or when you look at it from TV perspective, the right side of the Rock Creek defensive line, and they've been successful tonight.
Yeah. As I watch Sabetha as their plays start to develop, the front five of Rock Creek is at least going back 3 to 4 yards. They're getting blown off the ball here.
And in the long drive, this is rearing on them. We are already closing in on the end of the third quarter. Hand off this to Herman. What a play! No, he keeps his feet, but nicely done this time by coming up number 54. Cooper Biddle comes up with a stop. Galvin Meyer in as well. So the defensive line's trying to stand tall on that.
Yeah. As I say, number 30, Cade Wilfringer, came in around the corner, stacked them up. But that's the thing, is when you go to form tackle, that's why you always get low, drop the hips.
Yep, they teach you that.
Yep.
They teach you that.
That's basics right there.
Basic football one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, Rock Creek Nation, that is the end of the third quarter. Sabetha is driving after the Dalton Whitworth's 3rd turnover of this game. District game number 2. Will Rock Creek come out on top? Come on back for the fourth quarter. 2013 Mustangs on top. This is Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting.
Jones, and I'm the CEO and the owner. Our mission at Home of the Flint Hills is to take care of seniors. We feel that God has placed us in this position to where we can help seniors have a higher quality of life.
My name is Angie Jones, and my role is I'm the owner and operator of Home of the Flint Hills. What sets Home of the Flint Hills apart from other adult care communities is that we are a faith-based, family-owned community that breeds a different type of culture within its walls.
Sets Home of the Flint Hills apart from any other facilities I'd say number one is our care staff. So we've got a better ratio of caregivers to residents, which help us to offer better care.
On backwards right for the start of the fourth quarter, breaking a tackle down the field and brought down immediately. And Josh Herman, and all of a sudden, the Blue Jays want to play some horrible offense. First down immediately. They don't even wait for someone to reset the chains. Herman again. It's stopped. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield and joining them in a host of Mustangs.
Good adjustment on the fly by the Mustangs defense there, because when you always, it's kind of a little bit of a gamble when you go in no huddle, because it's either you're looking to push the pace, or you're going to take a shot downfield, and it leaves the defense with a big old question mark, because it's what are they going to run, where do I line up, things of that nature. But good job by Rock Creek there.
So shout out to John, who's watching this live stream from Montana. Go Mustangs. Mustangs need to stand right here. 2nd and 12. Under center Gerber. Gerber now, he's going to look to his right, fake and hit. It's a pass right to the right sideline. That's Bauman with a catch and run. Marcus Bauman there with the catch there. It's going to be third down. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. That was a good that was a good play there by Sabetha. It's kind of similar to what the Chiefs run when you see Kelsey get open so much, is a little short out route, and then was able to get a block. I wasn't able to catch who it was for Sabetha, but these are the plays that have just been wearing on this defense, 3-4 yards and eating up ton of clock. But the problem with that is it works when you're ahead, but when you're playing behind, then you also leave the opportunity for offense to get back.
Yes, you do. Handoff, gets it right there. Has a man. Touchdown.
Wide open.
Matthew Gerber, quarterback keeper. Left sideline. Touchdown, Sabetha. And they're a point away from tying this game up. Gerber went in untouched into the end zone. 19 unanswered by the Blue Jays. What a comeback by Sabetha. After it looked doom and gloom in the first half, they are an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point. Here we go. It's up and away. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new ball game. We are all tied up at 20 apiece in the fourth quarter with a minute and a half in. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, coverage of Rock Creek High School football on Backroads. We're going to stay right here. What a drive put together, Isaiah, by the Blue Jay offense.
And if you're the defensive coordinator for Rock Creek, you just got to ask your guys where their heart is. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie, when the team is running like that, it's tiring. You know, they're up in your face every play, gaining the inches and everything like that. But it's just like, hey, we got to dig deep here and afford to get stops, because if the momentum can switch in Sabetha's favor, and offense flip rolls from what they saw in the first half, and Rock Creek becomes the offense that is stuck in a little bit of a jam and trying to get over a hurdle, this game could go completely different.
Yeah, and since the second quarter, Rock Creek has not scored a point. They were shut out in the third quarter. And I go back. I don't like to bring this back up, but I have. But hey, I'm looking at what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
3 opportunities. Whitworth had an opportunity to score on a previous possession and got intercepted, and that's what set up that drive, that long drive by Sabetha.
And it seems like when Rock Creek is kind of in a jam and can't get things going on offense, it takes them a big play for them to get the ball rolling on the offense instead of getting a few good plays together.
Jaden Wyans, not this time, as the special teams for the Blue Jays wrap him up, not even close to the 20-yard line. He gets up a little slow, but he's okay.
Yep. And I think Rock Creek had the idea that it worked last week, so we're going to try it again. But honestly, they could have done a fake of a fake. So instead of handing it off there, had the original guy keep it, maybe gone for some positive yardage. But also, it's a little bit of a gamble because, you're holding everybody up on that one side and you're expecting the guy that is faking and handing it off to have open daylight. But when it's well covered, it can end up hurting you right there.
So Dalton Whitworth and the Rock Creek offense must rally themselves now. 10-14 remaining in regulation in a tie ball game. 20 all. Whitworth back to throw. He's going to stare down. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket now. Looks left. Still looking downfield. Got a man. Incomplete.
I was going to say.
Wait a minute. The referees.
Hold
on. Oh, incomplete.
Okay.
Incomplete pass.
What I was getting ready to say is Whitworth had a lot of time. And, Whitworth obviously kind of the Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes role, stepping into big shoes to fill here. But he had time to throw. You got to analyze, look down, nothing there. You just got to get on your high horse and go.
2nd and 10 after that incompletion there. So Westgate goes out of the game. He's wondering why, but he goes out. Caden Crane late getting onto the field. So now he's going to go to the far side. So this offense right now really trying to find something positive right now. They looked confused out here right now for Rock Creek. Rock Creek, they need something here positive. They catch a break there. Winans gets the handoff up the middle. Stopped by number 33, who's been tremendous for Sabetha tonight, Josh Rahman. And remember, the Blue Jays came in here 1-3 in this game. So 9:46 remaining in the fourth quarter in regulation.
And when you go up against a team that has won their last 3, I could attribute this to the coach, but he's probably saying, hey, the pressure's on them, not on us. So especially defending at home, coming off a 3-game win streak, things of that nature. So
3rd and 7. Whitworth back to throw. Got him. Caught. It's going to be first down. Digging Vendeska. When you need a play, go to number 6. And that's, again, you settle in that little formation there. Nicely done. You step into the throw, and that was a strike by Whitworth.
Yeah. Rock Creek has done a really good job this year, too, of using the mid-range routes, too. We've seen them take strikes down the field. We've seen them set up screenplays, but consistently throughout this year, the short range or mid-range routes have been there for Rock Creek.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10. New set of downs for the Rock Creek offense. They're on 31-yard line. Let's give it back to Winans, who is met right there. Number 52 and big number 74. Right there, number 74. Brennan Severin on that stop right there.
As I say, when the front 5 of the offense and defense are clashing with each other and it gets meshed, that's an opportunity where you can bounce it outside and make a big gain out of it. But I think he might have ran into his own player on that.
2nd and 9. Only gain of 1 for Winans on that carry here. Almost dropped offside, but he got back on. Talking about the defender for the Blue Jays. He's been playing it close to the line. So now, 3 receivers. Far side for Rock Creek. 2nd and 9. Another handoff to Winans. It is met this time. What a big hit in a tackle. Number 54. No, number 52. Thad Manoid with a stick hit there on Winans. Another 3rd and 9 coming up, Isaiah.
If I'm Jaden Winans on that play, I'm looking around like, where are my blockers at?
Yeah,
he was
there's
met
nobody
immediately after getting the ball handed off to him.
Nobody there, and he just got stood up and put to the ground, literally. 7:35 and counting remaining in regulation. Tie game. Whitworth goes to the right side. What a catch by Spiller.
I believe they're going to get added yardage, too. I believe that was going to be pass interference.
Spiller with a tough catch, and pinning the penalty is going to be on Sabetha. Use the size. I like to see Spiller get more involved here. In a tight game, go to your big play. I know they got a lot of weapons, but go to your big play receiver. Pass interference, indeed, like Isaiah mentioned on the Blue Jays.
I was going to say, we've seen Sabetha time and time again in this game. Their secondary, they got the 2 safeties over top, but the corners are really pressed up coverage. So I think Yancey might have got a step on him, and then he was riding his hip until he got the ball there. So easy call for the official.
Pass interference is confirmed on the field on the Blue Jays. They're going to take the penalty, move them chains, and it's going to be, this ball should be, nope. It's going to stay on their side, but right now, Rock Creek putting together a little something here.
Yep.
So this is a nice response to the Sabetha long drive.
And with Sabetha's 2 deep safeties, they're going to be reading the quarterback, dropping back field. Linebackers are going to be more in a zone kind of flats area. The middle of the field, kind of where, right where the official is right there, right behind the linebackers, that's going to be open every time.
Yep. Yes, it is. So now 3 receivers are for near side, led by Spiller. Winans in the backfield with Whitworth. Whitworth is going to hand it to Winans. Winans now digging for some yardage. He does just that and bringing a lot of defenders of Sabetha right in there. So nice pickup there by Jaden Winans. So right now, Rock Creek, folks, is kind of controlling this pace here with the ball.
I'd like to see Rock Creek use the draw a little more, the QB draw, because if Whitworth can hold on to the handoff and delay the handoff a little more, the defense is going to bite, because every time Sabetha's front 5 is just crashing in.
I think the next time you do that, I think you go play action.
Yeah,
or
that too. That works as well.
So 4 receivers, far side, 2nd and 7. Rock Creek driving a tie game. Critical district match here for both teams. Rock Creek.
They see something on that far side. They're changing up the play. I'm going to go with screen pass here, but we could also see a little.
You could see a little bit
5-yard in. Yep.
5 ins. Here we go.
Here it is.
Whitworth back to throw. He's being flushed out of pocket again. He's going to throw it. Oh, it dropped. Conrad Carlson had it in his hands and dropped. And again, you've heard me say it on these broadcasts this year. I'll say it again. Hit your hands. You got to make that play.
Yeah. And that was a little bit of a delayed in route by Conrad Carlson there. The motion was going to that side. Whitworth is rolling out to his left. And just in the nick of time, Conrad Carlson peeks out. And like I said, that middle of the field's always open.
Yeah, it's been open all night long for this Rock Creek offense here. So 3rd and 7. This is the third down and 7 or more yards on this possession. They converted on most of them so far.
And the front 3 for Sabetha and the linebackers are kind of just chomping at the bit, trying to get in.
Empty set.
Inside.
Whitworth, here we go. Looks to his right. He's going to throw it. Caught by Burgess. That should be a first down right at the Sabetha 40-yard line. Huge. Another pickup. 3rd down conversions. Huge on this drive for the Mustangs. So move the chains. First down Rock Creek. And they're taking a lot of time off this clock. If you're going to do that, you better score a touchdown here in this.
Indeed. But that's the thing, though, because Sabetha's been so run-centered that when you get the ball left with 2.5 minutes, that's when you got to afford to show more of the throwing side. And we haven't really seen that from that Sabetha offense yet, So it becomes a guessing game of whether Sabetha can get a stop here and we'll be able to capitalize when they get the ball back.
5:51 to go in regulation. 20-20 all in this game. Back to throw. He's got his man. Burgess, the go-to man, number 1. Another catch down a little out route on number 34. That was Christian McAfee on that coverage. But again, another little out route.
So the way Rock Creek is spreading the offense right now, it's causing a big question mark for Sabetha because they're having to have an extra linebacker on the field cover one of the receivers. And Ethan Burgess, is as quick as he is, he's gonna win that matchup 9 times out of 10.
Ethan Burgess, back-to-back catches here for him. And it's 2nd and 4. That stopped the clock there. 5:47 remaining there. Winans in the backfield in the pistol. Fake the handoff. Give it to Winans. Winans. That's close to a first down. Falling forward, number 44 with the tackle there. That's Cole Hinton. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short for Rock Creek coming up in a long standing drive. They trying to answer Sabetha right there.
This is the best offensive drive we've seen from Rock Creek offense.
Boom. Yep. Best drive of the night in a big moment. Right on target, Isaiah. So now let's see what they cook up here on 3rd and short at the Sabetha 30-yard line. 3rd and 1. 3 receivers far side. And now they changed the play. They might have seen something here. thinking they might go to Winans here. We'll see what they do. 3rd and 1 coming up here. They hand the ball off. They keep it. Number 4, Whitworth has the ball. They fake it to Winans, and they bid on it. And Whitworth has the ball. First down, Rock Creek.
That's what I called it. If you delay the handoff a little more, they're chomping at the bit. They want to get the tackle. They want to get the tackle for a loss. They're going to meet Winans in the middle. That left Whitworth wide open. Nothing but open field.
So Whitworth with a big first down. He needed that one the night he's had in the air.
Yeah, and we saw that. We saw that in the Lewisburg game too. Whitworth was getting it done with his feet as well.
This has the Lewisburg feel a little bit, with Whitworth needing to make the plays, and he's doing it right now. First down, just outside the red zone. Winans gets it, evades the tackle. 20, 15, goes down to the sideline. It goes to the 10-yard line.
I was a few plays behind with my predictions because Winans noticed the hole was clogged up, bounced it outside for a big gain. And that's a little bit of a gamble because when you go outside, when you bounce it outside, you're in no man's land. You got no blockers. But Winans quick with his feet and was able to pick up the first down.
So that's going to bring up a first. Let's see if we can see this. That's going to be
first and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line. This drive here, red zone drive tonight, brought to you by Farmers State Bank. Whitworth in the offense, looking at the offense coaches now. 4:15 to go in regulation. Rock Creek looking to retake the lead. 2 receivers on each side. They look bunches. Winans right of him. He's going to get the handoff one more time. Breaks a tackle in the 5. And he's down right there. Touchdown saving tackle made by number 44. That is Cole Hinton on a stop for the Blue Jays. Second and goal for Rock Creek in a time-consuming drive.
Yeah, I like the way Rock Creek's utilizing the outside runs because if you watch Sabetha's linebackers, they think it's going up the middle, so they're creeping up, and then there's nobody outside to make the play.
This is good play calling by these offensive coaches on this drive.
Mm-hmm.
And like we've said a few plays ago, this is by far the best drive of the night. And they're taking a lot of time because, listen, if Rock Creek scores here a touchdown, I mean, Sabetha, they've only dinked and dunked through the air, so they can't throw it down the field.
I wasn't keeping tallies of how many times Sabetha has thrown the ball in the first half, but I was looking up some of their stats before the game. And quarterback for Sabetha, number 12, Matthew Garber, has really only thrown a handful of passes this season. I think he's sitting right at 10 for 18 or somewhere, not as drop back heavy and air assault heavy as Rock Creek, but that can come back to bite you.
3:20 timeout Rock Creek. We will stay here. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins, coverage of Rock Creek High School football brought to you by Vision Source, Dara, and Little Apple Dent Repair, giving some of our sponsors some shout outs on during this timeout. Also shortstop, Farmer State Bank, Roach Media Group, ASC Turfgrass Consulting, Tailwagger Inn, and People State Bank. So the student section standing on their feet here, and was turning to be a kind of a windy night here in St. George, Kansas. Rock Creek at one point was up 20-0 in this game, and we thought we're going to be in for a easy second half. Blue Jays had other ideas.
Plans, yeah.
What an effort by this Blue Jays team.
Slowly roll, big fella. It ain't over.
Yep, and it's not over yet. And Rock Creek, for some reason, they get down to the red zone. They have shot themselves in the foot, and this could be we could not be in this position if Rock Creek executes early and then often. But here we are in a tie game.
I was gonna say, coach was probably just saying, "Hey, we just got to be fundamentally sound here. We got to come away with a score."
You got to when you take this much time on the clock. You have to. 3:20 remaining in this game. I believe they got this ball with 10 minutes left. 10:08, I think, left in this game. It's been 7 minutes now.
And we're moving back. Yeah.
Penalty on Rock Creek there. I just literally just said it. Mistakes down here, and that's another one.
I just said it too. I said we got to be. I just said what I said. Coach was telling him we got to be fundamentally sound here and come away with a score. That is exact opposite of what.
That's the opposite of what we wanted to see.
What we wanted to see. Yes.
2nd and goal at the 10. Whitworth is going to roll out to his right. Got a man down the. He's got Winans instead. Oh, and he falls to the ground.
Number 9,
Man, he doesn't fall to the ground there. That's 6 points there. Oh, that was a badly thrown ball there. He leads him a little bit.
Yeah, and it's just those short routes. You gotta put a little zip on it so you can get it there and get upfield.
Big 3rd and goal coming up. 2:50 and counting. That clock. Ding, tick,
Yep.
tick, tick.
The clock don't stop.
No, it don't. No, it does not unless you stop it with a timeout. I'm surprised Sabetha
Father Time's ruthless.
is not calling timeout here.
I think they're gonna save it because in the back of their mind, the Sabetha head coach is saying worst case scenario they come away with a score, so they're going to need their timeouts in case they can't get out of bounds on their drive.
And on cue, Sabetha does call a timeout. We'll stay here. So they must have heard me up here in the booth. If you have timeouts, you better go ahead and use them. 2020 Blue Jays Mustangs going right down to the wire again here on Backroads Broadcasting coverage of Rock Creek High School football. Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins. What a second half here. What a battle. Blue Jays in the Mustangs. What a battle. And it's come down to this here. 3rd and goal. Isaiah coming up. What do you do here? What do you do right here at Rock Creek?
I'm gonna say you go through the air here. The mid-range game for Rock Creek has been great, essentially, and I'm gonna say this now. I as much as you kind of want to pound it up the middle and go old school football here when you're close in range. Sabetha's had an answer for that, so I'd say you kind of draw up a screenplay or a little 5-yard in, 5-yard hook and ladder, something like that. But I'd say go through the air here. Because it is 3rd down, and I would say do or die here, so Rock Creek is more than likely going to go for it on 4th down. We haven't really seen them when they're in the red zone and they kind of get in this situation where they kick it, but we'll see what they do here.
Here we go. 3rd big play of the game here, ladies and gentlemen. Rock Creek Nation. 3rd and goal from the 8. Whitworth back to throw. He's under pressure. Escapes from the pressure. Left side. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Whitworth out of bounds. Ooh, out of bounds, but it's not going to matter. A touchdown is called, but it's going to be a critical flag on the play.
Back. I think
holding. It's going to be a holding call.
I was going to say whoever was on the far side edge towards Sabetha's sideline was going to get to Whitworth there, but he didn't. So, yeah. See, this is the costly mistakes that we've seen. We saw it, I think it was Lewisburg game where Rock Creek scored, and they had to take their point after at like the 35-yard line.
Yeah, 30, 40-yard line, yep.
So it's just these mental errors that keep catching up. And if you can't come away with a score here, that's big, because you can also, if Sabetha, you're like, hey, we can play it safe and we could just go into overtime.
Yeah. Yep.
And or you're like, we want to win now. So
I think, man.
I
said big play of the game.
Yeah.
I literally said big play of the game, and you hold on an acrobat play by Whitworth, which on that play, he scored a touchdown, but it's brought back because of holding, and timeout is called by Rock Creek again. So it's going to be a 3rd down and goal from the 21 of Sabetha when we resume action here. 2:27 remaining. Yeah, it'll be devastating if you can't get a score here. Obviously, you have Mac Lee. Maybe they kick a field goal here at this distance, but we've seen some big plays, big plays this season already.
I'm going to say with the way special teams has gone tonight, probably not the best move.
You're right.
Special teams has not gone ideal for both teams.
You're right.
So I'd say we just stray away from that, but hey. Yeah. I'm not the one. I'm just up here in the booth providing knowledge and insight for you people watching.
There's been a lot of follies on special teams tonight.
So I just don't know if you want to put faith in your kicker, and also it's because we haven't really seen Rock Creek kick too many field goals this year.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
when they're in the red zone, they it's all or nothing. But in this situation, If I had to call it, I would. But also, we're sitting at the 20, so this is at least a 40-yard, 35, 40-yard field goal.
We'll see what happens here. 3rd down and 21 again. Big play, big moment in this ball game for Rock Creek.
And, sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
After having a 20-point advantage. So it looks like it's bunches out far side. So we'll see what Whitworth does here. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Whitworth's going to keep it. I knew he was going to keep that ball up the middle. Here he goes. Whitworth making something happen. Spinning. 15 down to the 10-yard line. Staying alive. Dalton
What a
Whitworth.
play. What I was getting ready to say was, I was going to say, you don't necessarily need to go for a score there. You just need to gain some of the lost yardage you had, and they did that there. So here it is, 4th down.
4th down.
Biggest play of the game here. Both sides, 1 for Rock Creek offense to take the lead, and 2 for Sabetha to stop them stone cold in their tracks. And
So,
looks like we got a player down.
We got a
here.
player down. We have a player down. Another injury on the field we cannot see.
Signal is holding against the Mustangs.
Oh boy.
Oh, we got a penalty after that. Oh my goodness. That was Dalton Whitworth. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Rock Creek Nation.
Looks like
Hold your
he's
breath.
okay.
Dalton Whitworth. What an effort, Dalton. What an effort. Holding his risk.
As I say, that's 2 plays now that he's made miraculous. A little Whitworth magic, but then it's taken away just as quickly as it unfolded. So tough here for the Mustangs. I think they're going to be on the same.
Yeah, they're going back
Same
right back
field
to the same
possession,
field
yeah.
position. They're going to the 20. They were at the 21 the last time. Now they're going back to the 20. These holding calls.
And I don't know if it's going to be a repeat of 3rd down. So if it is.
I think it is. It's a repeat.
Okay,
3rd
good.
down.
I mean, then you get 2 chances, but still. Necessarily don't have to take a shot and go for the score here, but make up some of that lost yardage.
So Whitworth returns to the field. What a great 2 plays. What the drive and effort by Dalton Whitworth there. Man, Whitworth almost made something out of nothing there. But again, the penalties, mistakes have been the story of this game tonight.
On both teams.
On both teams. Yep.
Not
just Rock Creek, but on
Yep.
both teams tonight. So, man, this we go back to the first half, and time is quickly winding down, but it's the final minutes of these first halves and second halves that take the longest time.
Yes,
and
they do. They do. And
Hold your breath.
Like I
Hold your
said,
breath.
no media timeouts. So, you know, this is all.
It's all live
Yeah.
on our live stream.
Yeah.
Facebook page, Back Rows Broadcast.
YouTube. That's right. Plug.
A nice little plug there.
Plug,
You like
plug.
what you're watching tonight or what been loving what we've been producing all year long, go like our Facebook page, subscribe.
And
You know what to
we
do.
have Yancey Spiller back at quarterback here.
Yancey Spiller. He's going to run it. 20, 15. Drilled. Still on his feet. Spiller. Spiller 10. He's still going. Down to the 9-yard line. Yancey Spiller. Don't give up attitude. And just like Whitworth,
12 yards, there is a flag.
and another flag again.
Oh, here we go.
Let's rewind it back.
As I say, folks, if you had 3 consecutive flags on your bingo cards, you can go ahead and scratch
And
that
there
off.
it is. 3 holding calls on Rock Creek. Oh my goodness. I've never seen something like this.
That is, wow. It's going to be a long week in the film room. I'm going to guarantee it. Coming in Monday, you're going to be at least watching film for at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes tops.
Yancey Spiller's turn to do something out of nothing, but instead, for the 3rd consecutive play, holding is called. So this is kind of mirrors Lewisburg again. 1:45 remaining in regulation 2020.
I mean, we did see a crazy play in that Lewisburg game, though, so.
It's still out. That crazy play
Hey.
is still out there, and we're flirting with it. We're
Yeah,
keep on.
It's like, maybe it's just a confidence thing. It's like, hey, we know we can, maybe it's like, hey, we know we can score. Let's just see how far we can score out. I don't know. But unacceptable on the offensive end. You gotta like one,
at some point you have to use your head.
exactly. And after the first one, it's like, dang, shouldn't have done that. But after 2 and 3 that's just unacceptable.
Timeout on the field. Sabetha took another timeout. We will stay here. Wow, drama in the air in St. George 2020. Sabetha against Rock Creek. Second district game for both teams. Oh, for Rock Creek, this is huge for them. They need to try to keep pace, especially with Jefferson West waiting in the wings. And then, of course, a big matchup in 2 weeks with Houghton coming in here in 2 weeks.
Well, Eddie, you know, the offensive explosion games are great, you know, where offense is clicking well. Back and forth are great, but the nail biters like we have here, nothing tops it.
Nothing. And we're buckled up here for a fantastic finish.
Hey, like I said, folks, there's 145 left, but trust me, there's a lot of game left here.
So 3rd and goal from the Sabetha 30-yard line. Whitworth back under center. Or shotgun, excuse me. He's going to look down the field. He's got a man. Spiller!
On the Jets.
Spiller! Oh, yeah! Spiller! To the sideline! He didn't get in! He's short! Yancey Spiller short of the goal line! Oh, my! Yancey Spiller! Short of the goal line! Unbelievable! Crazy! They're still deciding down there.
I think you had enough. I was getting ready to say that too, Eddie, but you spoke for both of us on that play. What a play by Yancey Spiller. 2 plays in a row. Hold on.
And they are going to take officials timeout to make.
Okay, I was about to say, if we got another flag here, I don't know what I'm going to do, man.
Yancey Spiller with a catch and run. 3rd and goal from the 30-yard line. A 28-yard run. And they're measuring it. First and goal.
First down.
First and goal. Rock Creek has the ball. First and goal. Yancey Spiller has had 2 dramatic plays. Fireworks are going off. 1:27 to go. Rock Creek knocking on the door trying to take this lead.
3rd and 30, tried to say, Yancey, you're not that guy. And Yancey said, I am that guy. I'm that guy, pal.
Hype man coming up big in the 4th quarter. Yancey Spiller.
Wow. I think we'll see that on top 10 tomorrow, Eddie. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a good chance of that happening.
Yeah.
You said it. We haven't seen crazy. Yancey Spiller, Sabetha, the coverage, they could not stop. They could not stop him.
The clock stops on the first down. We'll reset with the ready for play.
So now they're going to reset this clock here. 1:35.
And
feels like forever.
Yeah. 1 yard to go. I'm going to say this. It's either, hey, you know, you could go old fashioned on this and go wedge. That's a, but quarterback keeper, probably, but a run up the middle.
And now the clock is reset and it is going. First and goal at the 1 yard line. Sabetha looks like they're going to.
I think Sabetha only has 1 timeout left.
And they just used it.
Well, no. That was their second, so I think they have 1 more.
Well, either way, Blue Jays call a timeout.
So I think their plan is they're going to save 1 for when they're on offense.
Yeah, because.
But still, you got to put yourself in a pickle there because if you catch it midfield and there's 45 seconds left and you have to take that and you still have to go the whole field. You
still got to go length of the field.
And then you got to run plays out of bounds. It just gets difficult there. So not a questionable timeout call, but a smart timeout call.
It's a smart timeout by Sabetha there. 2020. Everybody staying on their feet down here. Here at the Rock, 2020 all. Rock Creek trying to take the lead back after 20 unanswered by the Blue Jays here. And keep in mind, Rock Creek has not scored since early in the 2nd quarter. You got to go back early in the 2nd quarter of this game that the Mustangs scored a touchdown.
Which, if you're just tuning in, you wouldn't have thought that. You probably would have thought it was back and forth fair.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Haha, you are sadly mistaken. Here we go.
Oh, my.
First and goal. Ball on the 1.
So
let's see what
the Blue Jays aren't out of their huddle yet. And now they're just coming out of their huddle. Here we go. 1:28 remaining in a tie game in regulation. Referees talking to Dalton Whitworth.
At the defensive side, this is what separates men's from the boys right here, Eddie. If you can dig in and get a stop, this is huge.
Here we go. Sabetha has come up big all night down here. Do they have one more in them? Or does Rock Creek finally bust the door open here? Referees getting everybody situated. Everybody's ready to go here. Here we go at the 1 yard line. Rock Creek back in the backfield. Who's going to get it? Winans!
He's in.
Winans, touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown, Rock Creek! Jaden Winans! Rock Creek has taken the lead back.
In dramatic fashion, too. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. I mean... Hey, and like I said, 3 weeks in a row, my impact player does not disappoint. Let's go.
Oh, man. Second touchdown for Jaden Wyans in this game. 26-20 and a big extra point coming up. Mac Lee missed an extra point early in this game. Dalton Whitworth is the holder. And we're ready to go. The extra point pending. Snap is away. Kick it
Is good.
is
Mac attack, baby.
good. 7-point game. Mustangs retake the lead.
Hey, here.
1:28 remaining in regulation. Mustangs 27. Blue Jays 20.
It's not over yet.
Eddie
Still a lot
Greer.
of time on the clock left.
Eddie Greer, Isaiah Dobbins. Less than 90 seconds remaining in this game. What has turned out to be a fantastic battle here in district play.
As I say, if you're on the defensive side of things, you still want to be aggressive, but you also want to be cautious here too.
Yes, you do. Yep.
Because they're going to be looking to take shots downfield and everything like that, trick plays, so you can't get caught with the pants down here if you're Rock Creek.
Literally, you can't. Not this juncture of this game here, as Rock Creek now can win it again on the defensive side of the ball. Sabetha will get another opportunity here if they don't do anything to hurt them, especially the special teams that we see tonight.
And if I'm Rock Creek here, I'm kicking it deep. I'm pinning them as far as I can into their own territory and relying on my defense.
So another dramatic game here at the Rock tonight. After
Indeed.
a blowout of the Red Hawks last week.
They should change the name from the Rock to the Shock because we are in for some shocking games. Wow, that was really bad. I apologize.
Anyways, Mac Lee getting ready to tee it up.
What do you say? Check that. Audible.
Yep,
Audible.
check
on
that.
one. Yeah, audible.
Yeah, we'll have to audible out of that.
Mulligan.
We definitely have to audible out of that one.
Oh, here we go.
Mac Lee, what's going to happen on special teams? It's a low kick. And smartly, number 8.
Wow.
For Sabetha there. Gets it. Nathan Voos recovers it there. Oh, you hold your breath if you're the Blue Jays there. You do not want to end the game with a mistake on
Well,
special teams.
I'm surprised Rock Creek didn't kick it deep.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Sabetha
Yeah.
starts with good field position here.
I'm very surprised with that decision making there. I'm kicking that ball deep. They haven't shown. I mean, yes, they've shown they can drive the ball.
But it's been long drives. We haven't been
yeah.
able to see.
Yep.
We haven't had that it factor where Sabetha's been able to score at the blink of an eye.
So here we
we'll
go.
see. Here we go.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. Back to pass. Go look down the field. Incomplete. That's an out route there. Number 10. Incomplete pass. That's Preston Michael. Got a hand on it. Couldn't grab it in.
I was going to say, the action of play was going to our near sideline, and that's at the point where you could almost throw something on the other end of the sideline. It's a longer stretch of the field that way, but more likely you're on one-on-one coverage, better chance of offensive output there.
Rock Creek High School football on Backroads broadcast tonight is brought to you by Shortstop. 2nd down and 10. Blue Jays have it deep in their own territory. 2 backs in the backfield. Gerber will throw it. Caught is made and tackled right there by
Now you
Vinduska.
necessarily don't have to take a timeout here.
Go back to the well again.
Here they
Preston
go with the
Michael.
no huddle.
They hurry up with it.
And And
they bounce it. Ooh, they bounce it. They stop it with 1:16 left there in the game. In regulation, what a pass and catch there. I mean, Gerber has been very accurate with his throws tonight.
Who was that complete to?
That was complete to Preston Michael. So after the first down incompletion, they went back to Michael, and who was sitting in a different coverage there by the Mustangs on that second down. Hold your breath. Oh, high snap. Gerber gets it. Gerber's going to look right under pressure. Going to throw it up and a grab. Oh, man. Did he catch it? He did. What a catch.
We've seen it all today, Eddie.
Marcus Bauman over the defender with a catch and made. Sabetha not dead yet.
Gerber took a hit, too, on that one.
He was drilled. First down. Gerber, the throw. Intercepted!
And he's gone.
40,
we'll see
35, 30. Good night, Sabetha. 10, 5. Touchdown! Touchdown! Rock Creek!
And that'll seal the deal. Wow.
Home, baby! I don't even know who got the interception. I want to say either Maddox Ibarra or number 2, Logan Sturdy. I don't know if he caught. I
didn't really look. I was looking at you jumping for joy over here.
Oh man, that's gonna put an end to the comeback by the Blue Jays. The Mac Lee extra point is gone.
That's the old school phrase. That's the church key right there. That'll do it.
In key for this game. Interception. 34-20. Mustangs are going to hang on and win this game.
You know, he could have got the interception and, you know, kind of just been like, hey, all right, I'm hyped. But nah, he said, I'm taking it all the way. I'm taking this to the crib.
He did.
Cash
all the
in
way.
on that.
Pick 6. Second time tonight, a pick 6 was made. Spiller early in the first half, and then the secondary comes up with another one. Pick 6 brought to you by Darrah's.
Also, take your time.
Mic drop.
The parking lot this evening, our parking lot can get congested.
Sabetha driving for trying to tie this game. Intercepted all the way to the house. We literally seen it all once again tonight. Another night under lights at the Rock. We've seen everything once again.
The game has been a roller coaster ride. That's for sure.
Mac Lee setting the ball up. He's going to tee it off. Number 33, Josh Herman, one of the returners back. So it's desperate time for the Blue Jays. Kick is a low one again. Bouncer. It is going to be run up and caught there. Just has a little bit of some frustration there after that, but everything's okay. Number 29 with that recovery there. That's Jonathan Rayner.
So now that was, you know, sealed the deal there. Sabetha's probably just going to look to take a shot downfield.
Well, they have no other choice now.
Yes, Verts. Hail
50
Mary.
seconds left. 2 touchdown game. Blood's coming. Hit and picked. Sturdy has it. Can we go? But no, he goes down. Ball game. Logan Sturdy. Interception. As number 12, Gerber, gets blown up in the backfield. What a stand by the defense of the Mustangs here late to seal the deal.
That has been kind of the recipe for success for the Mustangs over the past 2 weeks. Our defense has really kind of, you know, been able to close out games. I'm going to say this. The Chiefs should take some notes because they're able to close out games, but unfortunately, the Chiefs got to figure it out. I don't know.
Well, that's a whole nother podcast there.
Yes, that it.
Chiefs.
Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs, yeah, they're going to have to get something figured out. But right now, yeah, they need to take some notes from this Rock Creek team. Kneel down by Whitworth. And you can start the celebration going on down here. Rock Creek is going to stay unbeaten in the district play, more importantly. And their streak, I mean, Isaiah, you mentioned 3. It's not going to be 3 now, the win streak.
4. And what a turnaround, though, because, you know, when you play 2 tough opponents coming into your first weeks of football, it's kind of hard to readjust, especially after a tough loss to Silver Lake and then a blowout loss to Rossville. But this Rock Creek team has turned it around for sure.
Rock Creek Nation, your Mustangs are winners once again in district play. 3, 2, ball game is officially over. Let them fireworks play off. Rock Creek are winners tonight in their second district game. But they had to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Sabetha made them earn it tonight.
But if you're Sabetha, you can't really hang your heads after this loss, though. You know, you're coming back. You're coming off 2, 3 tough losses to good teams. It's still anybody's game, you know. But tough fought victory for the Mustangs here tonight.
Final score: Rock Creek Mustangs 34, Sabetha Blue Jays 20. We'll be back with a short post-game report here on Backroads Broadcasting. We'll be back in just a bit. post-game report here on Backroads Broadcasting. Rock Creek ekes out a victory over Sabetha Blue Jays 34-20 here on Backroads Broadcasting. Eddie Greer,
After
Isaiah
hours. Welcome.
Isaiah Dobbins.
Stay a while.
Here we are. we're not getting that crazy. Not yet. 34-20. Mustangs are winners. Bump up their win streak to 3, and more importantly, now they are 2-0 in district play. But like we said in the game broadcast, they had to earn this one. Got off to kind of a back and forth start a little bit, but then the Blue Jays went on a 20-0 run there, and then what an ending! Touchdown there, touchdown by Winans, and then 2 interceptions to cap it.
Yeah, and I think it just goes to show that this Rock Creek team can play through adversity. You know, I think going into that second quarter, halfway through, up 20-0, you know, you think you're pretty good, but think you're sitting pretty. But then, you know, Sabetha knocking at the door, and Rock Creek answered it. So
crazy stat. 8 turnovers by the Blue Jays tonight. You can't count it, and I counted the ones on the special teams.
I mean, there's beauty in the struggle and ugliness in the success. And the fact that you can turn the ball over 8 times and still lose by, what is it, 30-24?
Yeah, 14, yeah.
34-24. Still lose by 14 after turning the ball over 8 times. That's a win. I mean,
yeah.
It just shows, and like I said, Sabetha's defense didn't play terrible.
No, they did not. They came up with big stops when they need to, especially deep in their own territory there. And this could have been worse. For them, this could have been worse. But
definitely.
Blue Jays held their own, especially early, and gave their chance, literally a fighting chance to go down there and tie the game. And then, of course, Rock Creek, like they've done in big moments, come up with a pick 6 and then another interception late.
It's hard to win when you turn the ball over. I'm going to throw some more shade on my Chiefs here. I'm a Chiefs fan, and you wouldn't be a Chiefs fan if you didn't dog on your own team. But it is tough to win, as we saw last Sunday when they lost to the Chargers because they turned the ball over 4 times. But hey,
that can't happen.
They can't. You can't. It's tough to win games, especially when you constantly turn the ball over.
That can't happen. And for Dalton Whitworth in the offense, Dalton Whitworth was picked three times tonight, and there was a lost fumble in there somewhere that I charted on here. But for them, I mean, Sabetha turned the ball over a lot, but for Rock Creek, more importantly, you go on the road next week, you turn the ball over like that. Yeah. Jefferson West, I mean, they're getting blown out tonight, but you give you can't do that.
You give a team an extra 3 opportunities, they're going to capitalize on at least one of them. And just like Rock Creek, they capitalized on 5 of those turnovers, if I'm not mistaken. So well over 50%. So
34-20 your final score. Rock Creek, late fourth quarter pull away there, late to seal the deal. And now Rock Creek, Shane Siebens' squad now 3-2 after an 0-2 start to the season. 3 games winning streak now, 2-0 in district play, and depending on what happens with, Jefferson West is going to lose that game. With Holton, they're going to be sitting with a tie for first place. I don't know what the score is for Holton. Right. And actually, Isaiah, you got any more updated scores?
Yeah, I was but attesting to Rock Creek being 3-2 now, you know, they were kind of treading water, and they finally got their head above water. And if they can go into Jeff West next week and start districts 3-0, you can't ask for anything better. But yeah, final scores around Kansas. I'm not that knowledgeable about all the scores. I'm just using scores in Kansas. So starting off, we have Wamego in a nail biter over Paola 22-21. Garden City all over Liberal 49-0. Junction City pulling it out over Topeka West 54-16. Keep going here. Hayden over Osawatomie 38-0. Salina Central all over Arc City 51-14. Blue Valley beating Blue Valley North 45-23. Derby, Powerhouse Derby beating Hutch 55-6. Riley County beating Chapman 37-16. Central Heights beating Horton 33-20. Keep rolling here. Washburn Rural, Oliver Emporia 45-9. Beloit beating Phillipsburg 32-0. So some pretty, a little bit of evenly scored matchups. And Lewisburg actually beating Eudora 13-12 tonight. So
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, impressive win by Lewisburg there on that end as well. So interesting night around the state of Kansas. Rock Creek High School football here on Backroads Broadcasting. One more shout to all of our sponsors this evening: Tailwagger Inn, People's State Bank, ASC Turfgrass Consulting, Roach Media Group, Farmer State Bank, Bank of the Flint Hills, Shortstop, Dara's, Little Apple Dent Repair, and finally Vision Source. We appreciate you for hopping on coverage of Rock Creek High School football all season long.
I did want to shout out one more score at the end of the third. No updated score yet, but I think Hiawatha will pull it out. They were up 31-0 over Jeff West. So looking at Rock Creek's next opponent here, we'll kind of just give the breakdown as well. But first road game. I know it's crazy to hear.
Yeah, first road game.
5 in a row, but
yep,
we will be in Jeff West next week as the Mustangs have their third district matchup. And if they can play how they did the past 2 weeks, come on, it's gonna look.
Yeah,
pretty
Jeff
good
West came in his district 1-0, but they're gonna lose tonight to Hiawatha, so that's gonna drop them. That's crazy. Jefferson West will be 1-4 going in that matchup at home next week. We're going to be going on the road. Jefferson West. It's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. And yeah, you can't turn the ball over like that, expect to win the game. Now, of course, you can get away with it maybe a little bit in high school, but any other levels that could cost you in the game.
Definitely.
But you better sharpen your skills if you're telling if you're Coach Shane Sieben, as we're about to wrap this up. Going into next week, obviously Holton is the big fish in 2 weeks. We'll be back here for that in 2 weeks. But for next week's Jefferson West, though, is the focus for next week. If you're Shane Sieben, Isaiah, what are you telling your young kid, your kids, your team?
I'm just gonna say they showed hard at the end of the game. They showed that they can close out games. Like I said, I'll sound like a broken record again, but just got to tie up loose ends. But that's about it. Pretty dominant showing for Rock Creek tonight. They keep making it a little easier up here on us for these post games. So, but yeah, Rock Creek looked solid, and just keep the ball rolling. Just don't get satisfied. Going to Jeff West as hungry as you came into the past 2 weeks, and hopefully come out with a win next week as well.
So the Rock Creek Mustangs go to 2-0 in district play after their big win tonight over the Fighting Sabetha Blue Jays 34-20. Meanwhile, Sabetha drops to 1-4 overall, 0-2 in district play. Rock Creek now 3-2, over 500 overall here in 2021. That's going to wrap things up here at the Rock tonight. We saw another exciting game. We saw everything tonight once again here, and we're going on the road next week. It's going to be interesting. Rock Creek, Jefferson West next week for Isaiah Dobbins, Eddie Greer, your play-by-play commentary tonight. We thank all of you tuned in on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. If you like what you saw or what you've been hearing all year long, give us a like, a comment, and we appreciate you all year long, and we'll be on the road, so definitely tune into our live stream next week.
Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. We'll see you next week.
This has been another edition of Rock Creek High School football on Backroads Broadcasting. Rock Creek Mustangs, win it.